Hello my dear children, welcome all of you to my English class. Children, before we have discussed the lesson, the swimmer who does not need her legs. Already we discussed up to paragraph number 1 to 10. Let's have the recapitulation of paragraph number 1 to 10. See, the Channel Swimming Association officials kept a sharp eye on Janaki during her training runs. Second one, Janaki trained for 3 weeks under the channel coach named Stella Streeter. Next one, there was 2 ways of channel swim. One is the solo swim and next one is the relay swim. Janaki was one of the proud members of the relay team. So to honor her, they named the relay team Janaki's Maritime Express. Next one, Janaki was faced many problems when she was swimming the English Channel. Already we have discussed she faced many problems like she could not move her arms and legs, and also the salty water entered her mouth, and that time she felt sick, and the seaweeds and jellyfish also sticking her body. These were the problems Janaki faced when she was swimming in the English Channel. Next, she swam for about 2 hours and helped the relay team cross the 36-kilometer channel in 14 hours and 45 minutes. Children, now I am going to read the paragraph number 11, 12 and 13. All of you listen mindfully. See, Janaki's parents, Mr. Nagappa and Mrs. Indrama, had anxiously stood on Dover Beach wondering how things would turn out. "We could not eat a single morsel," said Mr. Nagappa. "How could we when our daughter was doing something so dangerous? For us old people, it was really very agonizing. But their daughter did triumph and become the first handicapped swimmer to part swim the English Channel." Paragraph number 12. After her success, Janaki said, "Although I wanted to swim solo, I am nevertheless happy that I was part of a relay team that helped me fulfill my dream of swimming the English Channel. I would now like to start training for the 1996 Paraplegic Olympics in Atlanta." See paragraph 13. Janaki, who is a bank officer in Bangalore, has a simple philosophy. "I have always wanted to do something worthwhile in life. I strongly believe that the word impossible is applied to something that has not been tried. I wanted to prove that to be handicapped is no bar to success. One can overcome all obstacles by hard work, determination, courage and self-reliance. Self-reliance is very important. God helps those who help themselves. Lastly, there is one more thing I would like to say. There is really no shortcut to success." Children, now we will discuss some unfamiliar words of paragraph number 11, 12 and 13. See, morsel. See the picture, children. What is there? Some piece of food. Morsel means a very small piece of something, usually food. Next one, agonizing. See the picture. What is the girl doing? The girl is sitting in a mental stress. That means causing mental anguish or worried. Triumph means achieve success or get victory. See next one. Nevertheless means in spite of this. paraplegic. That means, see the picture. Yes, the man has paralyzed. That means the lower limbs of that man has not moved freely. The lower part of whose body, including both legs, is paralyzed or incapable of moving. See that picture? Okay. Then worthwhile means meaningful. Next, obstacle. Something that is in the way or bar. See the picture? Yes. Okay. Then overcome means come over. Next, self-reliance. Self-reliance means reliance on one's own ability and efforts. Next one, shortcut. Shortcut means shorter way or method than that usually followed. My dear children, now I am going to explain these paragraphs line by line. All of you listen mindfully. See, Janaki's parents, Mr. Nagappa and Mrs. Indrama, had anxiously stood on Dover Beach, wondering how things would turn out. See, in this paragraph, Janaki's parents' reaction was discussed. Here, his parents' name was Mr. Nagappa and Mrs. Indrama. Her father's name was Nagappa and her mother's name was Indrama. They stood very anxiously on the Dover beach and they watched how the things was going on. Then next, we could not eat a single morsel, said Mr. Nagappa. How could we when our daughter was doing something so dangerous? Here Nagappa mentioned that they could not eat a single piece of food, even they could not drink a drop of water also, because their daughter was doing something so dangerous. For us, old people, it was really very agonizing, but their daughter did triumph and become the first handicapped swimmer to part swim the English Channel. Here, Nagappa said very proudly, their daughter got victory and became the first handicapped swimmer who crossed the English Channel. See, next paragraph. After her success, Janaki said, although I wanted to swim solo, I am nevertheless happy that I was part of a relay team that helped me fulfill my dream of swimming the English Channel. Here, Janaki expressed her wish and said that after Janaki's success, Janaki, although wanted to do solo, already we have discussed, Janaki wanted to do solo swim, but the Channel Swimming Association did not agree. Why? Because they had not the special boat to accompany Janaki. That's why Janaki was that part of a relay team and that was helped. That swimming, that cross the English Channel also helped Janaki to fulfill her aim. Then next, I would now like to start training for the 1996 Paraplegic Olympics in Atlanta. The next aim of Janaki was that she would now like to start training where? For the 1996 Paraplegic Olympics which will held in Atlanta. Next one, paragraph number 13. Janaki, who is a bank officer in Bangalore. Okay. Now, she is bank officer where? In Bangalore. She has a simple philosophy. I have always wanted to do something worthwhile in life. Janaki said that she has always wanted to do something valuable in her life. I strongly believe that the word impossible is applied to something that has not been tried. As per Janaki's philosophy, until and unless If you have not tried something, you should not think impossible. Impossible is a word, you can find it in Ideals Dictionary. If you try wholeheartedly, then nothing is impossible in the world. You can do everything. Then I wanted to prove that to be handicapped is no bar to success. Here, Janaki wanted to prove that to be handicapped, there is no bar to success. That means the handicapped person also can swim the English Channel. The handicapped person also can climb the Mount Everest. That means the handicapped person also can do everything like other people. Then one can overcome all obstacles by hard work, determination, courage and self-reliance. The four pillars of success. Janaki, success. What was that? What is the four pillar here? The first one. What is the first one? First one is the hard work. Second one is that determination. And third one is that courage. And fourth one is that self-reliance. What is the hard work? Hard work is the key to success. If you work hard, definitely you get success in your life. Then determination. Before you are doing anything, you have to determine yourself. Then courage. Courage leads your life ahead. And last is the self-reliance. Self-reliance means trust yourself. If you want to do something, before you that, you can trust yourself first. Then self-reliance is very important. According Janaki, self-reliance is, that means trust yourself is very important in our life. God helps those who help themselves. Here, Janaki believes that God never helps the idle persons, the lazy persons, the weak persons. God only helps for whom? Who is doing the hard work. The hard work persons only God helps them. Then the next, who helps themselves. Lastly, there is one more things. I would like to say there is really no shortcut to success. Here, Janaki again said that there is really no shortcut to success. That means there is no easier way to get the success. See, here Janaki's philosophy of life. Again, I will explain that paragraph. See, first one, Janaki's philosophy of life. First one, Janaki always wanted to do something valuable in her life. Secondly, as per Janaki's philosophy, impossible is a word in the Ideals Dictionary. We can find in the Ideals Dictionary. If you try with wholeheartedly, nothing is impossible in our life. Next, there is no obstacle for physically challenged people who want to get success. Next, there are four pillars to get success. First one, hard work. Second one, determination. And third one, courage. And last one, self-reliance. These are the philosophy of Janaki. Now, we are going to discuss some question answers. See, the answer the question in a word or a phrase. The first question, who were Janaki's parents? Tell me children, very easy question. Yes, Mr. Nagappa and mother's name? Yes, Mrs. Indrama. Okay, the next question is that why could not Janaki's parents eat a single morsel? Why? Because their daughter was doing something so dangerous. Okay, The next question was, what was Janaki's next target? Yes, children. Paraplegic, Olympic, (1996). Okay. Next one. What does the word triumph means? What is the meaning? Tell me. Yes. Get success. Okay. What was the dream of Janaki? Yes, very easy question. To swim the English Channel. Okay. Dear students, see the next question. Where did the Paraplegic Olympics 1996 take place? Where? Yes. Remember the answer? In Atlanta. Okay. Next question. What did Janaki want to prove? Yes. To be handicapped is no bar to success. Okay. Next question. What does bar mean? Yes. Obstacle. Okay. The next question. Whom does God help? Yes. Those help themselves. Yes. Okay. The next question is that what is very important according to Janaki? I already told you 4 pillars. First one, what? Hard work. Second one, determination. Third one, courage. And fourth one, self-reliance. According to Janaki, the fourth one is very important in our life. What is that? Yes, self-reliance. Yes. Now, we will discuss the whole lesson. See the sum up. That means we will discuss the whole lesson summary. See the first one. For your easy understanding, I divided the lesson into 4 sense group para. The first 1 and 2 para, sense group number 1, and 3, 4, 5, 6, sense group number 2, and 7, 8, 9, 10, sense group 3, and the last 11, 12 and 13, sense group para 4. Now, we will discuss the sense group number 1. See, C.N. Janaki was the first handicapped swimmer. She got an idea to swim the English Channel. She conveyed her idea to whom? To the English Channel Swimming Association. The Channel Swimming Association kept 2 conditions. The condition number 1, 10 hours continuously swimming in water, and the second condition is that marathon swimming for long hours in the high sea at a stretch. See the sense group para 2. That means the paragraph number 3, 4, 5 and 6. She began training in Bangalore and finally Mr. Gopal, an NIS coach, gave her a certificate that she swam 10 hours in the water. Then next, Janaki went Malpe and began training in the Arabian Sea under a coach named what? Remember, Mr. Dinesh Subarna. Then she started collecting funds for the trip to England. There were three sources she collected funds. First one from the government, and the second one from private agencies, and third one some of her friends. Janaki left with her parents for England in the middle of 1992 and reached at Dover. Where is Dover situated? In England. Next see sense group para 3. That means that 7, 8, 9 and 10 paragraph. See, the Channel Swimming Association officials kept a sharp eye on Janaki during her training runs. Where? In Dover, in the English Channel. Janaki trained for 3 weeks under the channel. The coach name was Stella Streeter. There were two ways of channel swim. One is the solo swim and other is the relay swim. But the Channel Swimming Association did not agree for solo swim because they had not the special boat to accompany Janaki. That's why Janaki was take part in the relay swim. There were 6 members in that team. Janaki was one of them. Janaki was one of the proud member of the relay team because it is needless to say the 6 members except Janaki, other 5 members were Americans. Only Janaki was Indian and as well she was handicapped. The other 5 members were the normal. So to honor her or to honor Janaki, they named the relay team Janaki's Maritime Express. Janaki faced many problems when she was swimming the English Channel. What were the problems, children? Remember? Tell me. Yes, the first problem was because the English Channel water was so cold. So it was very difficult for Janaki to move her arms and legs. And the second problem was that when the sea water entered her mouth, at that time Janaki felt sick or started vomiting. And the next problem was that the jellyfish and the seaweeds. The jellyfish, they were sticking her body when she was swimming in the English Channel. That's why she felt very uncomfortable at the time of swimming. Next, Janaki she swam for about 2 hours and helped the relay team cross the 36-kilometer channel in 14 hours and 45 minutes. Despite of all these problems, Janaki swam for about how many hours? About 2 hours and helped the relay team cross the how many kilometers? Yes, 36 kilometers. And the channel in how many hours? 14 hours and 45 minutes. Next, SGP 4, Sense Group Para 4, the paragraph 11, 12 and 13. See, during Janaki's swim, her parents watched anxiously all the time. During the swimming of Janaki, her parents stood anxiously on the Dover beach and they watched how the things was going on. Finally, their daughter had a great personal victory. At the time of swimming, her parents did not take a single morsel or single piece of food. Even they did not drink a drop of water. And lastly, Janaki's father said very proudly, "Our daughter had a great personal victory." Thus, she became the first handicapped swimmer to part swim the English Channel. Janaki was the first handicapped swimmer to part swim the English Channel. Although she very much wanted to swim solo, but she was part of a relay team and that helped her to fulfill her dream of swimming the English Channel. Already we know she wanted to do solo swim, but she was part in a relay team. That was fulfilled her dream. What was her dream? Yes, her dream was to swim over the English Channel. Next, she would like to start training for the 1996 Paraplegic Olympics in Atlanta. The next aim of Janaki was she would like to start training for the 1996 Paraplegic Olympics in Atlanta. Janaki is now a bank officer in Bangalore. She believes that nothing is impossible. Always Janaki believes that in her life nothing is impossible. Everything will be possible if you have been tried in a proper way. Then she wanted to prove that to be handicapped is no bar to success. She proved that, and she proved herself that there is nothing impossible. Even a handicapped person also can swim the English Channel. One can overcome all the obstacles by 4 pillars of success. One is the hard work, second is the determination, third is the courage, and fourth is the self-reliance. The self-reliance is most important according to Janaki. She believes in the saying, God helps those who help themselves. And second point, there is really no shortcut to success. Children, all of you got it? Today we discussed the lesson, the swimmer who doesn't need her legs. Thank you children. Bye-bye.